Welcome back, friends. My name is Ross, and I help people rewrite their stories. Today, I want to talk to you a little about anxiety. And before I get into it, I know there's probably some stigma associated with it, with me being a man and talking about mental health. It's like, come on, man, nut up or shut up. But it is what it is, and mental health doesn't discriminate based on gender. And I don't want to get into the whole all of that, but I just wanted to share with you some ways that I mitigate my own anxiety. I woke up this morning and I don't know what it was. I just felt off. So I thought talking about this would help, and that maybe sharing this information would help you, and talking about it would help me get it out there into the ether, as it were. So I want to share with you 3 different ways that I use to manage my anxiety. And the first one is to do some kind of physical activity. I like to run. I haven't been running as much because I messed up my heel, and now I have plantar fasciitis. I wanted to say necrotizing fasciitis, but that is none of my body parts are falling off. So I'm taking it easy. I think I'll get back into it in a week or so. My doctor said to take it easy to find out what my limit is, and then work within that, which that might be good advice for life as well. But some kind of physical activity. I like to run. I often like to say that I try to outrun the anxiety, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes you just need to invite the anxiety to sit with you and find out what it is it's trying to tell you. So the second thing is to write it out. As a writer, you know I'm always going to try to suggest some kind of writing practice, writing tool to deal with whatever it is you're going through, whether it be a story problem in fiction or in the story of your life. Writing is essential to getting your anxiety under control, because you can write it out, you can say, this is how I'm feeling, you can question why it is you're feeling it, and through that you can start to develop ways of recognizing it. There is something about taking what's in here, all these nebulous, ethereal thoughts, and putting them down onto something tangible, to see them outside of yourself and say, this is what I'm feeling right now. This is ridiculous. There's nothing around to be anxious about. I'm anxious about something that happened 3 years ago, and it's not happening to me now. The only thing that's happening to me now is the thought about what was happening to me then. So that's a lot of what anxiety is, in my experience. Obviously, these are meant to be tools to deal with it in the moment, but obviously seek help from a mental health professional. Medication, I've only ever self-medicated, so I can't really speak authoritatively on that, but definitely a therapist or some kind of psychiatrist, psychologist, someone to talk to about your issues. There is no greater feeling in the world than knowing that this person you're talking to has no obligation to lie to you to make you feel better, the way a friend might. They are there to listen, to be an outside observer, to give you some perspective, and to make you feel better. So, physical activity. Get out there, get moving, get your body pumping, get your blood pumping, get your body moving. Anything that can kind of change that internal whatever's going on is good. So it doesn't have to be running. It can be biking. It can be swimming. It can be yoga, climb a tree. whatever it is, get your body moving. That's number one. Number two, write it out. Write down whatever it is you're feeling. Ask the feeling to come sit with you. And I know some people might not like that idea. This is anxiety. It's I don't want it. I want to push it away. I want to distance myself from it. But when you're distancing yourself from it, you're creating resistance. And what was it? As Carl Jung said, or Jung, what you resist persists. And the only way you're going to alleviate that anxiety in that instance is to invite it to sit next to you, and find out what it is that needs to be felt. Anxiety and any other kind of unpleasant emotion, they are messengers of truth. They want to teach you things. They want to show you what it is that is off. So sit with it. I know it's going to be uncomfortable for a while, and it might not be easy the first 23 times you do it, but it will get easier, and there will be times when you welcome it because you know you'll be feeling off. And this has happened to me. I'll just, for no real reason, just feel off. So I'll grab my journal and I will sit down and write, all right, this is how I'm feeling. What's up? And then I'll just go through whatever emotions I can name and say, am I feeling this? Am I feeling this? Am I feeling this? And this was, I think, the problem this morning, was that I couldn't name what it was that I was feeling. I was feeling some kind of way, and I couldn't put a name to it. And that, for me, is, I don't want to say scary because that sounds dramatic, but it's unsettling because here's something inside of me that's happening to me that I can't say, this is it. I can't put a name to it. And I guess it's kind of amazing that there's so much going on inside me that I have no control over, no conscious thinking about. But still, if I'm trying to integrate these parts with myself, then I'd like to be able to call them by their name. So I can say, hey, despondency, what's up? How are you feeling today? Why are you feeling this way? Hey there, loneliness, come on and have a seat. You know you can't be lonely as long as you love yourself. Everything you're looking for in another person is already within you. That's one of those things that I know, but that I was really feeling today. So the mind is a wild thing. So yeah, obviously, definitely seek out mental health professionals more than just some rando talking in front of some trees on YouTube. And the last one, and this is, I think, what I'm going to go do right now, is just take a nice cold shower, or a hot one, but I recommend cold. It's better for your skin. It's good for your circulation system, and it gets you out of your head because you are confronted with this uncomfortable downpour of cold water, and it really makes you focus, and you get your breathing under control. And the great thing about cold showers is I've been taking them for about 3 years. I took my first cold shower voluntarily on Christmas Day. I think it was 2017. And the idea behind it is you're putting yourself purposefully into an uncomfortable position. And if you can do that willingly, then when other unwanted, uncomfortable positions put themselves upon you, then you're more able to adapt to it because you've been training yourself to deal with this one unpleasant thing. And I'm not saying that hot showers aren't great. I mean, it's summertime now, so I'm only taking cold showers, and I know there will be some cold February nights where I am just standing in the shower, steaming up, and it's great. That's good too. But cold showers, any kind of shower, any kind of state change, as I like to call them. I was talking with a friend a while back, and she was having anxiety. And again, no real discernible inciting incident, and I was not trying to talk her out of it, but pointing out that for you to feel anxious, there is the corresponding feeling. Alan Watts has this great thing about there isn't a wave. There can only be a wave with a crest and a trough. There is no such wave that is all trough, and there is no such wave that is all crest. So if you are feeling anxious, know that it won't last. Nothing is permanent. But in the moment, it's hard to wrap your logical brain around that, because all your brain wants to do is focus on the anxiety and whatever it is that is taking you out of the present. And she ended up going and taking a shower, and I was like, oh yeah, I should have I should have told you that instead of trying to be a egghead about it. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go do right now. It's a little muggy today, but the wind is blowing. It just rained and the sun's coming out, so that's nice. It's always nice to see the sun. So 3 ways to handle your anxiety, barring a mental health professional being nearby. Number 1, get some physical activity in your life. Number 2, write it out. Number 3, take a cold shower. It doesn't have to be cold, but it helps. That's all I got for you today. I hope this provided value to you. I hope there's something in here that you can take and apply to your own life. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like. Leave a comment down below if you have some other ways of handling anxiety or any other kind of mental health issues. Other than that, I wish you to be filled with peace, happiness, and loving kindness. And remember, especially on days like today when it's hard, remember, be kind, be well, and be yourself. We'll talk soon.